the easiest time I had in my life when I was really cut in my early to mid 20s. I noticed and I remembered that I was living in New York City at the well, right outside of New York City, but I spent a lot of time in New York City. I was walking a tremendous amount per day. And if it wasn't every day, it was a minimum of 3 days a week. And it was with a backpack on. And half of those times, about 50% of the time, I had a guitar that I was carrying with a hard shell case. Even if it was a soft case, it was still, a minimum of 10 to 15, maybe even 20 pounds carrying. That alone, besides hitting it heavy in the gym, I lived next to one of the biggest Gold's gyms in the nation. And I was working out minimum of an hour a day, 3 to 5 days a week. And being a drummer, I was also playing drums and practicing drums on a various basis throughout the week. So the number one thing is stay active, stay moving. I know that it's really a rudimentary routine thing, but you got to get the steps in. 15,000 a day if you're a male, about 12,000 a day if you're a female. Equates to about 5 miles a day if you're a male, and I think that's 5 miles for both, but or 4 miles for the female with the 12,000 steps, somewhere around there. Stay moving. Number 2, diet. Your diet really should consist of, and for me, this is just my own rule. Again, this is just kind of rule of thumb stuff. Something that's really worked for me over the years. I call it the 1 to 10 ratio. So whatever calories you're eating per day, 1/10 of that calorie number should be the amount of grams that you're getting in protein. If you're snacking, you need to eliminate all snacks that do not have this ratio. Okay, so for example, beef jerky is a go-to for me for snacking. Why? Because if you're eating 100 calories of beef jerky, you're getting approximately 10 grams of protein, if not even more, per 100 calories. Same thing for eggs. Okay, and everybody freaks out about the cholesterol and everything, but there's mixed science on that. There's mixed studies on that. So just do it works for you. I'm just giving you examples of what you can use to really just burn away that existing 5, 10, 15 pounds of belly fat and just trim. This is just how you do it. So obviously eliminate carbs, but the main thing is look at that ratio. So if you're eating, 2,000 to 3,000 calories a day, ideally you want to be getting in, 200 to 300 grams of protein is a lot. It's probably going to be too much for a majority. There's also the rule where you can bring in a gram per pound in ratio. So for example, you can do, if there's 100, if you, I'm about 160 right now, so I'm going to be wanting to get 160 grams of protein in a day. Again, you have to just use this per good measure for you. Okay, so that would be number 1. Constantly moving. Stand up when you're on the phone, pace around your house, just stay moving. Go walk. If it's raining, walk around the house, get the steps in. Everybody's got a smartphone, you can get your steps in. Number 2, do the 1 to 10 ratio with your calories per protein. And then number 3 is get your sleep in. Okay, make sure you're getting a minimum, absolute minimum of 6 hours a night. I would highly recommend get more, 7 to 9 hours. Again, everybody's different, but I remember I was getting an average of about 6 to 7 hours a night. And alongside that, make sure you put in adequate rest, because Rome is not built in a day. And I'll tell you that before I started walking to the gym again, like I'm doing now, I wasn't seeing results as fast as they could have been. And that's what inspired me to make this video, because as soon as I started walking to the gym again, and this is about about a mile and a half each way. So it's a 3-mile round trip walk, and I'm walking for basically an hour at that point, and I'm getting my workout in. And even if you trim your work down just a little bit, your workout just a little bit down in time, you're better off, I think, walking to a gym. If you're looking to cut, burning off those excess calories. I'm personally not a fan of running. I don't really like to run. I'd rather swim than run. So everybody's different. Swimming will also cut you up amazingly well, efficiently and amazingly well. So that's kind of like another bonus. When it's in season, I'll swim a lot. I'll do laps. I'll bike to the pool. I'll bike to the gym. But, you know, pretty standard. You know, well, not everybody, but majority of the population has legs. Get out and walk. Thank God you can walk, right? It's an incredible, incredible gift. The things that we take for granted on a daily basis. So just a couple of tips for you. I'm back at the house here, and gonna move on to the next activity for the day. Hopefully that helps you out. And I'm locked out because I went in through the garage. So I have to walk around the house, but hopefully that helps you out. Comment down below. Let me know what works for you. But those are just some ideas. And other than that, we'll see you on the next video. Peace.